Welcome to another episode of the BaZi Strength of the Day Master series. Today I'm going to be looking at how we evaluate the strength of this Bing Fire Day Master born in the month of Rat. Now, the conventional wisdom when it comes to season of birth does not really apply when it comes to Fire Day Masters. Briefly, what is the conventional wisdom? The conventional wisdom is that for a Day Master to be strong, it needs to be born in its own season or in a supportive season. In order for a Day Master to be qualified as weak, it needs to be born out of season. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Now, the thing is, when it comes to the Fire Day Masters, namely Bing and Ting, a slightly different approach is applicable. In the sense that we are not so much interested in strength as we are concerning ourselves with brilliance. That is because Bing and Ting Fire Day Masters represent elements that give off light, sunlight in the case of Bing Fire, and firelight in the case of Ting. Therefore, our qualifying criteria for the quality of a Day Master in the case of Bing and Ting shifts from elemental strength to quality of illumination. Now, in this example, this Bing Fire Day Master is born between the hours of 7 to 9, which is the Dragon Hour. The Dragon Hour is considered the optimal hour for Bing Fire to be born at because that is the hour of the sunrise. And the sunrise is the most beautiful representation of the sun. After all, people wake up at crazy hours to climb on top of a mountain to look at the sunrise, right? So we consider the Dragon Hour to be the best hour for Bing Fire. So in the case of this particular Bing Fire, being born in the Dragon Hour would automatically qualify it as a good Bing Fire, a bright Bing Fire, right? Okay. Now, while we use the time of birth to determine the illumination quality in the case of Bing and Ting, this does not mean that the season, which is represented by the month of birth, is somehow irrelevant. It is still significant, but we are not going to use the month to qualify the strength of the Day Master. We're going to look at whether or not the month impacts on the quality of the illumination provided. Meaning, in other words, is this sun somehow dimmer or less bright as a result of the month element or the elements surrounding it? This is an unusually one-sided made-up example because there is a preponderance of water in this chart. There's actually quite a lot of water. Firstly, because the season of birth is winter. Secondly, we actually have a 3-harmony combination in this chart, which also produces water. Shen Zi Cheng is the water frame combination, right? So there is a huge amount of water in this chart. And the most prominent water, obviously, in this case, is actually Kuei water. Kuei water, as we know, is actually the enemy of Bing Fire. So in this chart, there is quite a lot of cloud trying to cover this sun. So what conclusion can we arrive at about the strength of this Day Master? Well, the first thing obviously is that the strength is less relevant compared to the illumination quality, right? So based on the hour, definitively this is a good quality Bing Fire, a bright Bing Fire if you like, right? Okay. However, we would downgrade the quality of this Bing Fire a little bit on the basis that there are too many Kuei waters in the chart. Pictorially, this is a Bing Fire that is struggling to shine through on a rainy day. So that's how we would actually look at this Bing Fire. Yes, it's at the right hour, but it's a sort of rainy day sunrise, if you like. So you're probably thinking, great, things just got complicated. I just managed to get my head around the strength of the Day Master, and now I have to think about time. Well, you only have to think about time when it comes to Bing Fire and Ting Fire. And you do have a large window of time in which Bing Fire would be considered good. So any daylight hour is considered good. Any hour that is close to the sunset, we would not consider favorable for Bing Fire strength. Any hour after the rooster is considered an unfavorable hour for Bing Fire, and therefore we would consider the Day Master to be lacking in illumination or brilliance. There is an exception, which is the peak hour, but that's the subject for another video. So the takeaway from today's video is you're less interested in actual strength when it comes to a Bing Fire Day Master and more interested in brilliance or illumination, which is determined by the time of birth.